Welcome to Hinduism Q A. Today's question is, can destiny be changed? The answer is yes and no. In Hinduism, in Hindu philosophy, there is such a state that we would call as the state of God realization or liberation or divine enlightenment, where one is forever freed from the bondage of karma. Which means in this state, all of your past karma have been deleted, so you no longer have to undergo the effects of that karma. This happens upon God realization or liberation. But for those of us who have not attained that state, we have to undergo the consequences of our past actions. So for us, until we reach that state of God realization, there is no changing our destiny. Keep in mind that destiny does not include your free will thoughts and actions of this life. That is not controlled by destiny. That's controlled by your own decision. But the outer things that happen to us, the good and bad luck in our life, the prosperity or suffering that comes to us, which is out of our control, this is the result of our destiny, which we ourselves have created with our past lives' actions. So that cannot be avoided. We've already performed those actions in the previous lifetimes. Now they must be undergone. The good and bad actions that we do in this life will come to us as some form of suffering or enjoyment in our future lifetimes. But what has already been destined in this life must be undergone. Think of it in this way. Every action we perform is like packing for a trip. We're putting something in our suitcase to go on vacation. So whenever we perform a good action, we're putting something nice in the suitcase that we're going to unpack and enjoy when we get there, when we arrive at our destination. And every time we do a bad action, we're putting something awful in our suitcase, rotten, smelly, which is going to cause us suffering when we open the suitcase and unpack it upon reaching our destination. So when we reach our next life, when we have our next birth, we start unpacking that suitcase. That's our destiny. We start receiving the results of the actions we performed in our last life. So if you're unpacking your suitcase and you don't like what you're unpacking, well, you can just understand that, well, I packed my own suitcase. I did these wrong actions in my last life, and because of that, I'm having these bad things happen to me in this life. That simply must be undergone. If we want to be able to better handle that, then we have to develop ourselves spiritually. So we can change ourselves internally in this life. That's where we should focus. Our internal situation can be changed. We can strengthen ourselves. We can improve our spiritual consciousness. We can come closer to God. That will make us more impervious to the ups and downs of our outer life, which are bound to happen according to our destiny. So although destiny cannot be changed, but our reaction to that destiny and how much we're affected by it, that can be changed according to how much we evolve spiritually. Jai Shri Radhe.